Hello, it's an awesome day, and we are starting off 2019 with a bang, with some strength. And I just want to get on here quickly and just help you to set the stage and set the course for 2019. I want you to take off the year strong. I want you to develop some habits and some tendencies that will require you to be able to get the things that you desire, especially health-wise. I know a lot of people, they want to get their health together. They want to burn fat, lose weight. Some people who are already thinner, maybe they don't want to burn fat, but they want to get healthy. They want to make sure that their mind is clear, their energy levels are high, their metabolism is functioning well, their hormones are stabilized. And I have a simple principle that I just want you all to consider. And I really want you might be able to look back at this and take notes. I'll try to get it out really quick and just give you the principles. Hey, Germany. How are you? Hey, Chef La, I see you. So I just want to share some things with you. I think it's going to be very valuable for you. And there's some things that you can take away. And I promise you that if you just follow the principles that I'm going to share with you really quickly, I think that 2019 will be an amazing year for you as far as your health goes and everything that you have set out to accomplish. Okay. Now, so if you got a pen, if you got a notepad by you, just jot down some very important things that I'll be discussing, just because I want you to really get it. And these are one of those things that I'm going to share with you that I know, because this is what I live by. And I think people who are health conscious or who are just successful, period, in whatever area they're successful in, these are things that they know. Kind of, it's like these secrets that sometimes people have in their minds, but sometimes it's very hard to explain to people. But anyone who's ever had results and achievement in life understand these principles. And hey, from New York. And so I just want to share them with you because I want you to switch things up and change things in 2019. And I want you to take off running with in any area that you feel stuck in. Any area that you feel stuck in, you can get unstuck by taking some of these principles that I'm going to share. Okay. And it may seem far-fetched, it may seem crazy, but it's the truth. And so I want you to break some of these cycles. And this year is not, a lot of people are like, okay, I need to manage my time. You know what? Let me tell you, let me bust your bubble right now. It is not about managing time. It's not about managing time. People waste time because they don't have the proper energy levels to invest in the time that they have available. It's about managing your energy levels. Seriously. Some people can get work done in a very short span of time because they're focused and they are disciplined and their energy is where it needs to be. And they can get more accomplished in a year than some people could ever get accomplished in a lifetime. Okay. So I say that to say that health is your resource and your wellness factor. And if you don't get a hold of feeling tired and stressed and worrying about things and all these negative emotions that drain you and all these toxic relationships, toxic diet, all of this stuff drains your emotions. Found out, I said in the last one, that people who eat too much sugar have a greater amount of risk factor for getting depressed. So we have to switch things up a little bit. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to share with you really quickly is that if you're going to change things and you're going to switch things up in your life, you have got to change your personality, period. You cannot move into a new phase of life and doing things different, being the same person. And so what that's going to require from you is self-awareness. You have to become aware of your behavior patterns, your habits, the things that you're thinking. Some people have thoughts constantly running through their head that they're not even aware of. It's so unconscious. And habits are so unconscious. And so if you have a habit of thinking very negatively and thinking very toxic, then these thoughts are just running through your head all day. And they are damaging you, whether you know it or not. And so you have to become aware of your thoughts, your behavior patterns, your habits. And here's the key. You have to become aware of the emotions that you're feeling that anchors you into the past. Okay. So there's thoughts and there's feelings that we have, there's actions that we do, but they all come with these emotions that are pretty much making us be glued to the past. And so then there's no escape to move forward into our future. And the problem is that if there is change that's happening, you gotta understand that when we're talking about breaking cycles, all that is the past recycled. That's all a cycle is your past showing up over and over again. So you can't break forth. You can't get healthy if your past is governing your life. And the reason why people's past govern their life is because of the similar emotions that's connected with past experiences that are happening. And I'll explain to you about that because that's pretty much how the brain is wired. But you cannot go into the future being the same person that you were before. You literally have to do a complete revamp of who you are. That means you have to change your personality. So the personality that gets tempted by overeating or eating the wrong foods or staying in toxic relationships or just being lazy or procrastinate, that personality cannot move forward into the future. And so change cannot happen outside of a personality switch. So you just have to know that if you go into the future, somebody's got to look at you and say, wow, you're a different person. Okay. What does that mean? That means your brain has to be rewired. Have you ever met someone who had a mental breakdown? Their brain, something went off in their brain. They became different. They're not the same. Okay. So the brain has to be rewired. And here's how the brain works. Okay. The brain is pretty much a byproduct of all your past experiences. Everything that you've ever experienced in life is held in the memory of the brain. And these memories are connected to people, places, events, just things experiences. All of it is pretty much wired or stored in the brain. Okay. So it's built pretty much in a way to pretty much reflect everything you know. Okay. Everything you know, everything you feel, all of it is a byproduct. Okay. And so with these experiences that you've had in life, and some are good and some are bad, these experiences allow emotions to be connected to them. Okay. So now you have the understanding or the memories of things that's happened in your life, but you have these emotions that are also connected to the experiences that you've had. Okay. And so when you start thinking about things that's happened in the past, obviously emotions come up, and your brain, your body will not recognize if you have an emotion that's connected to a past problem or an event, because people wake up in the morning. They think about their problems. They think about what bills they got to pay, how much money they don't have, how, what went wrong, who did them, who didn't do this. And, these are all these problems, and they make feelings come up. All right. And so you have these feelings that come up, and then the body don't really know the difference between whether or not the wiring of your brain and the emotions that you have are experience based, meaning that there's something actually happening now, or if it's thought provoked. Okay. So the body doesn't really know the difference. Okay. Now, when the past continues to get rehearsed, obviously what's happening is your brain is being wired. Body don't know the difference. Life don't know the difference. And so what you have is a brain that's made up of circuits that reflect the past. Okay, so now your brain is representing the past and not the future. And if your brain is representing the past, then how can you do the things that it takes to do to move into your future, or to get healthy, or to move forward in any aspect of life that you want to move forward into? Okay, so what you have to realize is that most people's biology and most people's personhood reflects the past. All right. And your state of being has everything to do with that, because how you feel and how you think is going to dictate your state of being. But that means that most people's state of being is in the past. It's not in the future. And so they cannot break past whatever cycles that's taking place in their life, because they're not wired to do it. They're not wired to do it. And so the question is, well, first of all, there has to be some unlearning, some relearning, some unwiring, some rewiring, because if a person's mind, thoughts, and emotions are represented and recycled from the past, and their brain is wired like that, then the things, I tell people all the time that mentally speaking, when it comes to health, when it comes to eating healthy, mapping out my schedule for my exercise, all of it is mental. People don't realize that. They may look at the body and say, oh, this person have muscles, or this person is thin, or whatever, or, oh, this person is eating. It's all mental. Eating is a thinking event. Eating is a thinking event. Don't think that you cannot not plan to eat healthy. And then when temptation come and external things come around you, and you got burgers and fries and ice cream and all of this stuff right before, don't think that you're not going to fall into the trap unless your mind has taken you to a place in the future where you already feel and think and see what it looks like you're going to be. And now you're moving backwards in time, and you're doing the very thing. Your brain actually winds up looking like someone's brain who do it when you can get to that place. Okay. So the question is, can you believe that you can see, or can you believe in a future that maybe you haven't seen, or maybe you haven't experienced with your senses, but you have thought about it and you have rehearsed it so much that now your emotions and your brain is wired to think that it's already happened? Can that happen? Can you believe for a future like that? Something that you haven't seen, you haven't been there. All right. If you're overweight, can you believe that you can see yourself and you can visualize yourself so much so healthy and burning the fat and looking the way you want to look, being where you want to be in life, in your career, in your finances, all the inventions that you may have that you just haven't stepped out and did? Can you get your brain to a place, and can you get your emotions to a place where you rehearsed it so much that your body, your mind, don't know the difference? Listen, your mind, your brain, and your body don't really know the difference when you're rehearsing thoughts over and over. It doesn't know the difference between whether it's a dream or it's reality. It doesn't know the difference, because when you conjure up the same emotions that a person who is doing it has, then it makes your body and your brain think that it's already occurred. And the answer is yes. And why? Because thinking, thoughts, and any scientist will explain neuroplasticity, is that the thoughts that you think can create new circuits in your brain. All right. So you can actually get your brain and your emotions connected to that to get to a place that you feel, and it almost looks like like if someone was to even test your brain. They've done studies on this, y'all, where people have never played music, but all they did was dream about it and imagine that they were playing notes and playing the piano. They checked their brain before and after. They had the same, and they, base-wise, they checked people who really did start playing the piano and learning new chords and learning how to play. They checked their brains before and after, saw new circuits, and then they did the test study with those who were just dreaming and imagining it, and they had the same circuits as the people who played, but they had never played. And when those people actually got to the piano, They knew how to play because their brain is now wired to walk into whatever it is that they want. Their brain has already been there. And so it's everything is already set in place. They also did another study where they had men imagine for an hour a day for, I want to say 2 weeks, that they were building bicep muscles, and they had to rehearse in their body as they were thinking about doing biceps. They're literally thinking about that. And they had to think, I'm stronger, I'm getting more muscle. And when they tested their muscle mass after the study was done, their muscle mass had increased by like 20% without even lifting. Y'all, I'm telling you the truth, that you have to understand how to rewire your mental capacity. Like I said, anything that I've ever done, any crazy thing that I've ever done, if I do a crazy workout or any of this stuff, mentally, I have to mentally be there before I do it. So here's the key, is that the answer is yes, you can rewire your brain. You can do this. But you must now decide now, are you going to allow your past to define what your future is going to look like? Or are you going to allow the vision for your future to do the defining? And so you have to make the decision right now to know what is going to define you. Are the memories of the past going to define you, or are you going to see something different for yourself? You have to see yourself help. You have to see that you can stop being some people are like, I just can't come off the sugar. I just can't, diabetes and all kind of problems going on in their body, pains, inflammation, all kind of chaotic stuff. And sometimes I'm like, what? I don't get it. But I do get it. Their brains are not rewired yet. Their emotions are not there. And so they cannot break out the box. You will not break out the box unless you can get your emotions where they need to be. All right. So you have to decide, first of all, what will you change? What are you going to change? All right. Are you going to get your body in order? Are you going to detox your body? Are you going to start this year right? Because you know that food is killing your body, and you're going to make a decision that, you know what? I need to feel good. I need to look good. I need to be good. I need to be well. I have family. I have kids. I have career. I have work to do. I cannot be sick. I cannot be, down and out. I have to make these decisions. I don't want to be broke. I have dreams that I want I'm not going to eat the same. I'm not going to eat this processed food that's actually chemically destroying the brain. I'm not going to do this to my body because it's unhealthy for me. And the thing is, change is not easy. Listen, what happens is the mind and the body begins to switch roles. Okay. So people are living it's like their body is their mind, and their mind is being shut down. And I'm trying to empower your mind, because I know that it's only your mind that's going to get you out of this rut. Now, people just want what they want. Their bodies want what they want. They want pleasure. They see the food and it's like, oh, that looks so good. That would taste so good to my body. It would feel so good. You know what I mean? And they shut their mind down from being able to take control. This happened to me when I took my first ice bath. I had some sprain, like 5 sprained body parts. I mean, my wrist was sprained, my ankle was sprained, my neck got sprained when I was doing MMA. And I knew that if I took an ice bath, it would really help to heal me, And so it's my first ice bath. I run a cold water, put all this ice in. Of course, my body don't want to go in there. I get in the tub, and immediately I jump out without even thinking, like no question about it. I was like, whoa, I can't do that. This is too cold. This is too cold. I can't do it. I'm too overweight. I'm not going to I tried all these different diets. It didn't work. I just can't. I don't have enough time. All these excuses start coming, and they always come, when your body is taking over. But guess what? Body follows mind. Mind don't follow body. Body needs to follow mind. Okay. So when you tell yourself, no, I'm going to get back in this ice bath. I don't care how uncomfortable it feels. And see, that's the thing. All the hidden thoughts that you have in your heart, in your mind, they were always there, but they get highlighted. I mean, they come up to the surface when you put your body in an uncomfortable situation, right? So whenever you decide, I'm gonna do something uncomfortable, I'm gonna come off the sugar, I'm gonna do a detox, I need to get this, I need to learn how to eat right, I need to get healthy, I need to exercise. Whenever you start putting your body, you exercise and you run, your body starts to, I can't do it. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be able to finish. All these things start to come up and they get worse and worse and they get more and more highlighted when the more you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. And so that's pretty much what happened to me is that I had to take control. All right. Visually, I'm going to do this. And if I can see it, then it can happen. If I can see it and believe it, then I can achieve it. It's going to happen. And so I'd say, body, you're going to get back up in there because you need this ice water. I know it's uncomfortable, but unfortunately you got yourself in a bad rut. You sprained your neck. You sprained doing this. So you have got yourself in a bad rut. You know that you're addicted to preservatives and fried foods and all these unhealthy habits, bad relationships. It's time to let the relationships go that are toxic, by the way. It's time to let everything go that's toxic to your life, okay? And so you got to make that decision now that mind is going to take over. Body's going to get to the side, sit down somewhere. You done had your way too long. You done ate whatever you want. You done did whatever you want. You done drunk whatever you want. You done did we done just had a field day. Now it's time to take over, okay? And so now, and if those thoughts continue to happen, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you. You're going to have the same thoughts happening and rehearsing. And when you accept those thoughts that you can't move forward, you can't get healthy, you can't come off the sugars, you're too addicted, you're too overweight, this is it for your money. Your money is capped, right? If you start to buy into those thoughts, what's going to happen is you're going to make the same choices, which is going to cause the same behavior patterns, which is going to cause the same experiences. And those experiences are going to cause the same emotions. And guess what? You are in the past again and don't even know it. You have no clue that you're still in the past. All right. So you got to go from this old person to this new person. You got to be able to create your own future. And the best way to predict your future is to create it. And you're not going to create it from a known place. You're going to create it from an unknown place. Why? Because you've never been there. You're trying to get your body and your mind and your brain to mimic something that has never happened before, right? But guess how you're going to do this? It's going to be from an unknown place, but it's going to be from a resource that we are all given, and that is your imagination. So you are going to imagine yourself now in a place where you are completely healthy. Listen, I'm a meditator. I take time to meditate. I see myself healthy. I see myself being able to accomplish things. I see myself prosperous. I have wired my brain to do that. You have to wire your brain to give your body a taste of the future so that you can create a state of being that's going to cause you to have the kind of personality that's going to start doing the things that you know is in your future to do. So now you're going to be doing the same things that somebody who already been there is doing them. And guess what? It's the laws of life. It's going to happen and it's going to come to you. But you got to give your body a taste of it. You have to teach your body how to feel the emotions of where you want to go. You have to, because this is what wires your brain. This is what makes you a different person. And when you're a different person, you're going to do different things. You're going to have different habits. You're going to have different expressions and experiences. Okay. So it's going to cause you to, it's almost like you can get yourself to the place to feel the emotion as though it already happened and manifested. And if it already happened, that means you're not going to be chasing after it because it's already happened in your mind. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Life is going to manifest it eventually. And what this does is it literally causes your whole biological function to be changed so that right now you're not viewing your future from the lens of the past, but your brain has literally become a roadmap to the future. Okay. And so even though it's never happened, your brain becomes that roadmap because your brain is now wired for this new person to do different things. And so now you're going to do them and you're going to get the results. The reason why you don't get results is because you're not doing the things to do to get results. But I know that people have brain blockage. People have mental barriers. And so I want you to get past these mental barriers. And one of the main things that people do is they wait for outside things to happen and circumstances to dictate what life is going to look like for them. And so they're waiting on something, waiting on enough time, waiting on enough money, waiting on, whatever, you're waiting on outside things to change what's inside when you have the resources within you to do that. And so what most people do is they wait for success to feel empowered. They wait for healing come to feel wholeness. They wait for a relationship to come to feel loved. And what you're going to do is the very opposite. You're going to get your emotions to feel this stuff before it happens. And then that's how you influence the external realm. So we're flipping the switch this year. So the external and the circumstances and people, and they did this and I didn't get that. And this is it. And this person owed me this. And why you didn't, all this other external, they should not dictate. People, circumstances, experiences, the past will not be recycled anymore. And it will not dictate what life is going to look like for you in the future. But you're going to change and rewire that stuff on your own. And then you're going to change the outside world because now life is going to give back the things that you're sowing into it. And so you're going to reverse it. Okay. And so now you're going to be affecting outside things, not outside things affecting you. And this is how you wire yourself for success. This is how you wire yourself for health. I cannot do what I do outside of the mental clarity that it takes. Okay. And so, what I want you to do is I want you to pull all the energy out the past. No more. Pull the energy out the past and start to invest in your future. And you know what's so wonderful about that? Is that when you give your testimony and you let people know what you do, you start to affect them too. This stuff starts within. This is not, stop waiting on people to give you the motivation or the money or waiting for the time or waiting for the opportunity. Make the opportunity yourself. You're going to create these opportunities by rewiring your brain. So now you're about to visualize everything that you want for your future. And one of the things I want you to visualize is perfect health. Perfect. I don't care if you're not in perfect health. I don't care. You could be 500 pounds. I don't care if you're 1,000 pounds. And I'm sure nobody's 1,000 pounds on here. But even if you were, you're going to see yourself at the ideal place for you. It's not the same for everybody, but at the ideal place for you, for your life. You know, if you need to build muscle, if you need to do whatever, if you need to come off the sugar, if you need to detox your body because you know that you've been eating too much processed food and this stuff is affecting you and diabetes and cancer and heart disease and all of these things are waiting. And I'm not saying that these things can't happen environmentally, like, you know, there is radiation and things that we deal with that, but there are some things that's under your control, and the things that's under your control, you need to take control of and stop letting it control you. Okay. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to visualize it. I want you to take 10, 15 minutes a day and start seeing what it is that your future is supposed to look like, especially for this year, 2019. And make yourself feel the emotions that come with that, because those emotions are what will, and those thought patterns and the rehearsal of it will rewire your brain to look like it's already happened. And so this will change who you are. Change is not coming from the outside, y'all. It's coming from the inside. All right. And one of the things I want you to do is do something different. I do have a detox program. I am coming up with things to help educate people in their health. I put the link up there because people always ask me, put the link up. Where's the detox program? I'm getting emails all the time. Try it. It's nothing. It doesn't cost much. Do something different with your health. Start to make that impact today. Okay. All right. So this is how you rewire your brain, and I'm doing it myself. I'm putting my body in some uncomfortable situations, and I'm testing myself to make my body submit to where my mind is going, because the power of the mind can take you places that you could never go outside of it. And so just learn to explore a lot more and stop thinking about your problems and your circumstances or anything that affected you. in the past, stop thinking about it. It's time to look ahead. Okay. So yes, some people are saying they notice results from the detox immediately. It's real food. They're high antioxidants, will help your metabolism, help your skin, help to get rid of toxins, help burn off fat. This is real foods, and it's kind of keeping you in line with, okay, what foods are healthy to eat? You know what? And I have a smoothie based one. I have a food based one. You can do either one, or you can do both of them. They both come together. And it also comes with a free video. I forgot to tell you that. It also comes with a free video that helps you learn how to detox daily. Because I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all spend a lot of time eating junk in 2018, a bunch of carbs, pasta, pizza, cookies, chips, popcorn, pop, juice, any kind of sugar, it's in the salad dressing. It's a preservative. You're eating out, fast food, going to restaurants, don't know how to no grass-fed, no organic. You got toxins in your meat. You got preservatives. You got lunch meat. You got all this stuff, all these hormones, all this stuff being injected. You don't know. A lot of people don't even know how bad their eating habits are. And so the detox program will help to detox you from all the stuff that put you on a good start. You're going to feel good energy. It's going to boost it up. And so just do something different. You got to step out and do something different. Okay. So, yes, the video will be up for replay. Go back, meditate on this information, look at it. I tried to create the smoothies that were very tasty. So you're going to get your good taste in there, and you're going to get a lot of high superfood antioxidants, and it's going to be really good for you. So I did put, like I said, a link up. So make sure you click the link, check out the detox program. And again, I give you a video that a teaching video that you can't get outside the detox program, but I did throw in a free video of teaching and training you on ways to detox every single day, and just the purpose of detox. Very good information. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. All right. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Rewatch, take more notes. I hope you enjoyed it. Didn't get a chance to answer questions, but I'll do that next time. I just really want to get this out there so that you can start your 2019 really, really well. And thank you all for those who did invest in the detox program. I'm happy that you're seeing really, really amazing results. Okay. So anyway, if you have any questions or anything, contact me, info@healthyandbetter.com. Visit my website, CamilaStevenson.com. And also check out, if you want some inspiration, check out my TED Talk. I did a TED Talk, my TEDx Talk on YouTube. Just go to, put Camila Stevenson TEDx, and it'll come up, and it's very empowering and very encouraging. Please look at it, because it'll really help to inspire you to start your year off very, very well. All right. And I'm very transparent in there. I share some of my story, and all of it is not good. Some of it is a little emotional, but it's in my TED Talk that's on YouTube. All right. So check it out. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. And y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks so much to Renshia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. All right. Love you guys. Be healthy.